Hello and welcome to City Gardens Restaurants and Growers. My name is Michael Tinsley. We're a newly formed nonprofit organization whose mission is to provide healthy organic food at affordable costs while creating jobs, new industry, and helping to improve the quality of our environment. I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about three very important things, and it's not the rapid progress of global warming, government scandals, or gun rights. However, these issues are just as big as global warming, and if we don't fix them now, they will seriously and more quickly affect us and our children's children. First is the fact that our food supply is in serious jeopardy. Currently, the statistics backing this up are shocking. Our current modern farming practices in relation to population growth trends requires larger and larger crop yields. To produce these larger yields, larger and larger amounts of pesticides, fertilizers, and water for irrigation are needed. Secondly, these requirements open up more critical issues, like the rising costs for fuel and trucking. Cost increases to grow it out there and get it to market in here are skyrocketing. We see this directly every time we go to buy some tomatoes, lettuce, fruit, bread, or other produce. Despite many improvements in farming efficiency, it is estimated by 2050, just 37 years from now, the world's population will increase by 3 billion. 80% of these people will live in urban centers. To feed them and ourselves, the amount of new land needed to grow crops is about 20% bigger than the size of Brazil. The truth is that 80% of all usable cropland in the world is already in use, and 15% of that is in bad shape and poor management practices. Third, this creates several big problems for us as humans. More chemicals increases the risk for food and water contamination. Greater depletion of groundwater supplies means less drinking water for everyone. More crowded cities means more demand for all resources necessary for civilized society. Simply put, and to be very clear, the more effort it takes to grow the food and ship the food, the greater the health risks and the higher the cost to us before we eat the food. I'm sure you agree with me. This is a serious global problem. It's bad in some areas, worse in others. Farming here in America is decreasing at an alarming rate, and much of what is grown is tasteless and virtually devoid of nutritional value. Somewhere in our rush to accommodate societal growth, we've neglected to notice the hangman's noose slowly slipping around our necks. We've neglected to cognitively realize that land and water resources are finite. Sounds frightening, doesn't it? Our situation is bad, make no mistake. However, I'm here to tell you that there is hope. There is a very feasible, practical, and necessary answer to solve this dilemma and many other problems beleaguering our societies today. We need only change our paradigms about how and where we grow our food and then take the necessary actions to do so. In 2004, Dr. Dixon Despomier wrote a wonderful book titled The Vertical Farm. The vision of this book is grand, utopian even. The problem is that this vision is almost too big, overwhelming, like trying to eat an elephant all in one bite. To get the job done, we need a smaller, more manageable bite. This is what City Gardens Restaurants and Growers strives to do. Our City Gardens business model solves these issues and more. We have an overwhelming desire to feed people and solve these problems. Safe production and preservation of our food supply is our top priority. As I stated, the new land and resources needed to grow enough food to feed us all is not available in nature at any price. But the area we need is available in the buildings of our urban centers spread out across our great country. I'm talking about IVF, or indoor vertical farming. Yes, I said indoor. The vertical or indoor concept has been around for a while, out there on the fringe with mostly small, spotty efforts here and there, mostly greenhouses. But now it's time for these ideas to come together with real purpose, solid focus, and go mainstream in America. Understand, the fact is that outside we can't control anything, but inside we can control everything. Inside the weather is always perfect. Inside there are no seasons. There are no bugs, no vermin. Indoors is cleaner too. Clean water, clean air, no dirt, no mold, no mildew, no dirty hands, no dirty equipment, no excessive handling of food or high logistical costs. City Gardens will be the first company to truly lead the way towards this great vision. We intend to grow not just lightweight leafy greens, but the full farm produce palette, including the big stuff, on a large indoor scale. City Gardens can grow 100% certified organic produce in repurposed commercial buildings of our urban centers for 30 to 50% less than the current price of organic produce, with 80 to 90% less water and far less energy. Our unique location strategy creates perfect distribution channels and eliminates logistical problems. We seek to repurpose and occupy inactive commercial buildings and set up grow facilities incorporating the best of modern hydroponics, aeroponics, LED lighting, and green energy resources. All systems are computer controlled for maximum efficiency. We can achieve year-round growth and yields that are 10 to 20 times greater per acre of farmland. Because we grow it here and sell it here, our foods are safer, fresher, and less expensive. Our City Gardens method also creates green energy positive buildings, new industry, and new commerce, as well as 100 new sustainable jobs. And most importantly, these are jobs that cannot be exported. In these ways, we look to revitalize American jobs, American pride, American infrastructure, and American business. It is a massive undertaking to change our long-held practices and paradigms about how and where our food comes from. The time has come. We can't ignore it any longer. We must advance this cause. We hope you will agree, and we hope you will help us with your generous tax-deductible donation. Together, I know we can get this done. Thank you.